guys, welcome back, and I wanted to share with you today my step-by-step makeup routine for oily skin. This is just the current routine that I'm using and what works for me, and hopefully you can find one or multiple things that work for you as well. I'm going to start off with an e.l.f. lip balm. This one is the Squeeze Me lip balm. This is like a dupe for the Laneige ones, but these are only like $4, I think. I did already wash my face and I put on a light lotion, not a moisturizer, because that can be too thick if you have oily skin underneath all your makeup. Next, we're gonna go in with a primer. The one that I always use is the Hourglass Veil Primer. If you can tell, I'm like scraping it out of the bottle because I want every last little bit of it. I don't remember how much this one is, but it's definitely on the more expensive side. And so that's why I want to try and use all of it before having to go buy another one. Next, I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation. This is in the shade 2N1 Desert Beige. Because I have oily skin, I just think a matte foundation works better for me. I think it looks better overall, and I like having a flatter finish on my face versus being shiny. But I do think that this is one of the best foundations for oily skin and just staying on all day. It is on the more expensive end. It's $52, but it is a 24-hour wear, and it's, I think, a fluid ounce, and this is gonna last a long time. That's the nice thing about foundations. They are more expensive, or really just all makeup in general, I guess. A lot of makeup can be really expensive, but it lasts for so long. So I think it's worth it. So that is the full foundation on my face. My acne has actually been pretty good lately, and so that really covered up most everything that I wanted it to. The next thing I do is I set my face. Some people don't do it until after they have blush, bronzer, all that on. I do it right now. And the way that I do it is I go in with the Estee Lauder Matte Powder Foundation in the same shade that I just used as the liquid foundation, in the shade 2N1 Desert Beige. I use a dense brush like this and just put it all over my face. When I'm having lots of acne or acne scarring, this helps with just extra coverage and shine throughout the day. And it gives you a flawless base. Hourglass just came out with a pressed powder that I'm really interested in trying. Powder does not scare me at all because of my oily skin, so it gives you such a nice base. Next, I'm going to use a setting spray. This one is just from the drugstore, a Milani one. I think it is $9.99, but I'm not sure. And it's 2.03 fluid ounces. And this is a mattifying one. And I just use this to help speed up the process a little bit. So this is the base with the powder foundation on top of it and the setting spray. We're going to go in next with a powder bronzer. This one is from the Lancome Holiday 2022 Eye and Face Palette. I think this one is a really nice, subtle bronzer. I'm a pretty fair skin tone, and adds just a nice bronze to your face. Personally, I don't really like using liquid or cream bronzer products. I do use some blush products that are like that, but I just usually prefer powder because it helps control oil throughout the day and kind of just helps soak up a little bit of that extra oil. Otherwise, I feel like the cream products just are slippery throughout the day and move. And I want something that's more dried down because oil already makes things feel slippery on your face. And we don't need more of that. Just like the prettiest subtle color. I'm going to go in on the right side of my face with the NARS blush in the shade Orgasm. And this one is like, I I feel like everybody knows about this one. This one went viral like last year, the year before. It's like a really pretty coral color with gold tones in there. And it's like not showing up. Okay. I don't know why it's like not, it's like not working. So that just gave me like a really subtle color. To be honest, it's lighter than it normally is because I have a little bit of a tan. So in like the winter and spring, it did look a lot pinker. What I've been doing recently, since it's been warmer out, I've actually been going in with a cream blush. This one is the Milk Makeup one in the shade Work. And I actually do put it over the powder. You just have to be really careful when going in because you don't want to rub it and move all the powder. But this is something that even like Patrick Ta does with his duo bronzers and blushes. He uses the powder one first and then goes in with the cream one on top, and it just gives like a really pretty glow. So I just skipped the other part. Look at how beautiful that is. It is so pretty. That's why I've been using it lately. It's perfect for summer, and it doesn't like move the powder around at all. Even compared to the other side, you just can't really see that. But look at how gorgeous that is. This is actually the first product that I tried from Make Milk Up, other than like a lip gloss in the past. But I was really surprised. I think it is just so pretty. And gives you like the perfect summer color. It's so beautiful. I would definitely recommend getting this. On the Sephora website, they actually do have a little set that's called the Works set or the Works bundle or something like that. And you get a couple different products in this shade. But look at how gorgeous that is. And I'm not mad at the shine. Usually, like I said, I like things matte. But it's like, it's more like a skin-like shine and not like a sweaty, overwhelming, greasy type color. I'm going to go in again with the Milani setting spray and let that dry down a little bit. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows. It's my least favorite part because my eyebrows are so light and basically non-existent. So drawing them in every day is my least favorite part and takes me forever. But I go in first with this Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil in the shade Blonde, just to try and get some color everywhere on my eyebrow. And I've thought about getting my eyebrows done and doing like nano brows or microblading. Is that the right one? I think that's the right one. But they said that it isn't good for oily skin, that you shouldn't do it if you have oily skin. So I'm not really sure what options there are then for oily skin and having more permanent eyebrows. But let me know. Or let me know if you have done it and you have oily skin, because I thought about just doing it anyways. Next, I go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Precision Pencil. I can't even roll it up anymore. I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of it today. I need to go and buy a new one this week. This one is in the shade Medium Brown. And I just add a little more in-depth strokes where I want it. But I don't think this is really working at all. That's usually what I would do though. Go in and be a little more precise where I want it, but that's what we're left with today. I'm gonna go back and use the Lancome palette again. These are all the eyeshadows that are on the top. They're really subtle powders. I have hooded eyes, so you can barely see whatever I put on my eyelid anyways. So I usually do just like a really light color. I'm gonna go in and tight line my eyes. I use the Huda Beauty Longwear eye pencil in the shade Very Brown. And you just get right up there, right along your waterline. And this just adds extra dimension. I have super light eyelashes, so this just helps with dimension and making, look at the difference that that does. It just makes it look so much more voluminous once you got the mascara on there. Next, we're gonna go in with mascara. Lately, I've been obsessed with the Tarte Tubing Mascara. It gives such pretty length on your eyelashes, and it's the easiest to take off, which is really the big seller for me because I hate taking off mascara at the end of the day. So that is one coat, and you don't have to worry about the mess because we'll just scrape it off at the end. And we'll go in on the other side. I don't think that this mascara is like clumping at all. That is one coat on both sides. Now I'm just gonna go in and use an eyelash curler. Personally, I don't think that my eyelashes hold a curl when I curl them before I put on mascara. But when I do it afterwards, just look at the difference. But I have like really thin, fine hair, and so my eyelashes are the same way. And they just do not hold that curl without anything on them. But look at the difference. Now that the mascara on our eye is dry, we can go in and scrape it off, and it just comes right off. See how easy that is? You can do that with any mascara, but I have found that it works the best with the tubing mascaras. But no matter what mascara you use it with, you just want to make sure that it's dry, because otherwise you're just pulling the product across your face and spreading it, and it won't come off. All better. Another thing that I do, I didn't use any concealer because, like I said, my acne is actually really good right now. But if I do just want to brighten under my eyes a little bit, I just put a little bit on my finger. This is the Lancome makeup. I just put a little bit on my ring finger and warm it up in between my other one. And I just dab it on. I think it gives a really, really seamless application into your other makeup versus maybe using like a blender or something that could be a little more harsh. And your body heat just like melts it into your skin. Look at how pretty that is. It's not like cakey. It's not too much where you're putting a ton of product under your eyes, but it just brightens it up a little bit. And it just looks really, really seamless. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Benetint Lip Tint. This has been my favorite lately. It's such a pretty everyday color. And you can kind of choose the darkness that you want by how many swipes you put on. I have pretty small, light lips that you don't really see, so this is just nice to put on and have it on all day. I'm just gonna blot it a little bit. See, look at how beautiful that is. And then I'm gonna go on top of that with the Haus Labs Plumping Lip Oil, just to give it a little bit of shine. The one thing I don't like about this is you don't get a lot of product out each time you put it in there. So it's like having to do it a lot, which is really annoying. But it is really pretty. And I think it's just such a pretty everyday color just to have on all day. It's very natural, not too much. So we are almost done. I'm gonna go in one more time with the setting spray. You don't have to, but I just wanna make sure that my makeup is set throughout the day and that it is not gonna be moving around. So this is the final look throughout the day. If you do need to put on anything on top, if you find that it is moving around, gets too oily, you can touch up with blotting papers. There's also the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. There's the Rare Beauty. This is the blotting sheets, and they also have a little puff powder. You can put it in your purse, just a quick to go for blotting. There's the Laura Mercier powder, but personally, I just put the Charlotte Tilbury one in my purse. I also have a little pack of blotting papers in there just for quick touch-ups throughout the day, because let's be honest, if you have oily skin, it's gonna come out throughout the day. It's hard to keep it 100% at bay and away. So it's nice to have little products to touch up with. It's practical, and it's just good to always have it on the go for when you need it. So that's my step-by-step guide. Let me know what you try out, what you think, and we'll see you back for more. Bye.